Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Storage Closet session. My name is Kiki, and J. Cole just changed everything with this one announcement. J. Cole is dropping the fall off. I'm very upset about it because I already lost a square on my bingo card. So we're going to redeem ourselves today, okay? And I'm gonna show you how. Now, I've been asked my opinion on this fall off announcement on in places where it's completely irrelevant to ask me about J. Cole. But since I was asked about it, I don't have any particular feelings, to be honest. I'm very happy that all of the hip hop slop channels have enough fodder for the next 2-3 weeks to just keep on saying J. Cole changed everything with this announcement. Oh my god, this J. Cole news might change the game. A new J. Cole about to drop. Oh my god, this is gonna change everything. How J. Cole just got the upper hand in the beef between the big three. I'm so happy that they can do that for the next 3 weeks. But you know what? Since I already lost score on the bingo card, I'm going to redeem myself by making another bingo card. But what's this bingo card, you ask? It's the fall off bingo card. Okay, this is the fall off bingo card. I heard it's going to be a double album. And so I have some predictions that I want to make about what is allegedly Cole's retirement album. And then I have a secondary prediction that doesn't have anything to do with the bingo card, but I'll tell you guys what my final prediction is at the end, okay? So there's some things that's gonna be on this bingo card that, of course, you gotta have some things that are pretty likely, and then some things that are like, that could go either way, and then some things that might be totally outlandish, okay? So we're going to make the fall off bingo card, and I want you to put 3 predictions yourself about the fall off in the comments section. If you would like to participate, y'all are not going to get your own bingo card like you did with 2026. Okay, we did a live stream where we took people's predictions for 2026. We made 2026 bingo card for the community, and then I have my own. So, but you guys are not getting your own. You can make your own, but you can also tell me your own predictions, just for funsies, okay? So, I'm going to make the fall off bingo card. My very first prediction for the fall off, and I think this is a pretty fair prediction. I think this is like pretty likely. 200K plus first week. I think that it's not a crazy idea that J. Cole would do. I don't like this font. That J. Cole would do 200K first week. I don't think that's super outlandish. Where is Times New Roman? Okay. You know what? Where's Comic Sans? What? That's yes. Comic Sans. There we go. Perfect. Amazing, beautiful, sensational. Okay. So that's my first prediction is 200K plus first week. I think that's pretty fair and pretty likely, okay? Now my second prediction is going to be, I heard it's a double album. I'm going to predict 16 plus tracks, okay? If it's 2 discs, I can imagine like at least 8 per side. I can see that, okay? I think that's a pretty fair prediction. Prediction number 3. Dreamville posse cut. Now, typically whenever Dreamville does what's kind of crazy? I don't feel like he give his like people that much shine on his own music. This is kind of like his final opportunity to give, his people shine on an album that's gonna get a lot of attention. Cause I really don't feel like he give a fuck about these people for real. Like if I'm being totally honest, I don't really think he cared about the Dreamville people that much. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Dreamville was went defunct after J. Cole retired. So my next prediction, I think the likelihood of this, I'm gonna put this at like 60%, okay? Nas feature. I'm gonna put the likelihood, because I mean, like, let's just be for real. J. Cole has always been kind of like Nas light. I feel like he all, I don't have to explain it, okay? If you know, you know. But I feel like J. Cole has always been Nas light. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was a cute little Nas feature on there. Okay, Nas do be out in the game again. He been putting out quite a few projects in these past years. So I wouldn't be surprised by a Nas feature on J. Cole's final album. Okay, number 5. Okay, so I don't know how to fit this into this square, but I'm gonna try, okay? But the prediction is clips of people talking about Cole. So I feel like it's gonna be integrated throughout the album, where it's clips of people being like, "Yeah, Cole been the GOAT. I mean, his rapping skills is crazy. Like when I think of the greatest rappers of this generation, I think of Kendrick and Drake and Cole. Like Kendrick and Cole, like they crazy, bro. Like it's gonna be like that sprinkled throughout the album. I'm gonna say clips of people talking about Cole. Okay, that's gonna fit, right? Yeah, that's gonna fit. That's gonna fit. Like, I think it was I'm trying to remember who it was. It was somebody on Drink Champs. It's like an older rapper. I can't remember who for life me it was. But he was like, man, Cole has said on this one song, da 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 da. And I was like, damn, that wordplay was crazy. It's gonna be shit like that, okay? Number 6, a song about his family. Okay. It's gonna be like, first of all, I don't even know his kids' names. I guess I don't need to, but let's just say his son name is like Daryl. He like, Daryl, when you was born, everything changed. Before all the fame, before I was the main, I would have never thought that I would be out the game. It's gonna be some shit like that. So I can see a song about his family. What's his wife's name? Maria. I don't know his wife's name either. Mary, when we met, I knew I wanted to marry. Some shit like I could see a song about his family on a record. I don't think that's I don't think that's a crazy prediction. Okay, I could see that. I could definitely see that. Number 7, okay. Number 7 and 8 are conflicting, but I still feel like they're both gonna be on there. Okay, I think that both of these are like 90%, even though they're conflicting, because J. Cole's a very, very contradictory person. So the very first one is GOAT, greatest of all time. Whether he says, I'm the greatest of all time, from the time that I started to the time I retired, some shit like that. So if the phrase greatest of all time pop up, okay? Now, to conflict with that, I don't care about being the GOAT. Now, in terms of this way, it would be more like, I never had to be the GOAT to prove to myself that I'm the best. I don't know what he gonna say, but it's pretty much what happened on Port Antonio, where he spent the past year on every feature talking about himself. I'm the greatest of all time, the greatest of all time. And then when he got to Port Antonio, he was like, I don't even care about being the greatest of all time. I'm so glad y'all took the crown from me. Now I feel like I don't got no stress in my bones. I feel like my blood pressure done went down. I don't gotta take my high blood pressure medication no more, because now I don't gotta be in competition with nobody. It's gonna be, I could see both of those things being on the same album, because he don't know how to decide anything. Okay. Number 9, bringing real hip hop back. Okay. In terms of this, I could see a quote like, I was on a mission to bring back real hip hop. Something like that. Okay, I could definitely see that on the album, bringing real hip hop back. Okay, now the next one, sneak diss bars. This could be towards a bunch of different people, by the way. This might not even be a Kendrick and Drake related thing. He's been in beefs with a few different, even if it's just like a song where he's like recounting the different conflicts that he's been in, or if and then instead of like actually presenting the conflict in the way that everybody else saw it, he has this completely like revised history of how it actually went down, or like him saying something that clearly relates to either Jay-Z or Kanye. I can see that. Okay, I can see some sneak diss bars in there. Now the next one is going to be 5+ oh my god, girl. 5+ year old track. And by this I mean a track that was recorded at least more than 5 years ago. 5 or more years ago. Because he said that he'd been putting this together for the past 10 years or whatever, right? So I don't know if it's gonna be like a collection of songs that he's been writing for the past 10 years, or if it's gonna be like, I mean, I don't know if it's just gonna be like the best of the stuff that he wrote recently, or if it's really gonna be a compilation of songs that he's written over the courses of the past 10 years. I don't know, but I'm gonna predict 5+ year old track. I'm gonna put that at like a likelihood of, I'll say 50%. Okay. 12. Mentioning beefs. In what context? Is he gonna be like, I knew I was the greatest, but I didn't have to say it? I don't know. But I could see that. 13. Long ass last call type track. Now, he already did one of these on 2014 Forest Hills Drive. If you don't know Last Call, because I know that a good portion of this community is quite young, they probably missed early Kanye. If you never heard the College Dropout, okay, at the end of of College Dropout, there is I want to say it's like a 9 minute long track of Kanye just talking about how he blew up pretty much and how he ended up getting in contact with Jay-Z, blah blah blah. I could definitely see something like that for his final album. He already did it for his third album. I think 2054 is his job, his third album. Yeah. He already did it for his third album, his magnum opus. Unless this is his magnum opus, then he gonna have to do it again. Okay, it's the last time he got a chance to do it. I could definitely see like some fucking 10 minute long track where it's just a beat playing and then he's just talking like, man, shout out to Dreamville, shout out to Jid. I think you next up. I'm gonna give you the motherfucking crown, bitch. Like it's gonna be crazy. Shout out to Boz, shout out to Earth Gang. Like this Dreamville up in this motherfuckers. Shout out to Martin Luther King, nigga. Shout out to motherfucking Rosa Parks. Shout out to Stone Cold Steve Austin and Undertaker, nigga. Like, yeah, man, we had a dream, nigga. I can see some shit like that, okay? Just that shit for 9 minutes straight. Now, next one, I'm gonna say at least 50% self-produced, as in Cole has production credits on at least 50% of the tracks. Because I know that Cole liked to produce most of his own stuff, which I don't think he should. Cause like he low key boring. I'm just be for real, okay? His beats be low key boring. Um, but I could definitely see, especially if it's something that's been compiled over 10 years, I can definitely see you know, some a lot of self-production in this project, okay? Now number 15. This one I really don't like this one, but I'm gonna put it anyways cuz I can definitely see him saying this shit. Money and fame isn't everything. I hate when people say this shit. I really fucking do. I really really hate when people say this shit. Cause they know good and well. He know good and well that he would still be he would there wouldn't even be no retirement in his fucking brain if it wasn't for money and fame. And I hate when these people be getting on and then making all this fucking money and then being like, and being able to buy a nice ass house, live in a nice neighborhood where they don't have to be bothered with nobody, and they be like, man, money and fame ain't everything. Nigga, shut up, shut up. Your kids go to private school and you live in Soho. Shut up. If money and fame wasn't everything, and your clothes be fucking designer clothes, and you be dressed like a bum, bro. Like you be wearing designer bum clothes, and you talking about some money and fame and everything. You don't even shop at Goodwill. You get real like new ass clothes that just look bummy. Like, but I can see this. Okay, and now I'm just hating. I don't care. I am hating, but I can definitely see some phrase like this in the album. I could definitely see him saying this in the album. Okay. Next prediction. This should be the free space, but it don't matter, okay? There ain't this the free space is a star. I don't feel like changing it, but I'm gonna put this, okay? North Carolina, Fayetteville. I don't even think I didn't spell it right because I didn't put it. It ends with an E. There we go. Lord. He gonna say this somewhere. He gonna say this somewhere. North Carolina. I didn't spell Carolina right either. There we go. North Carolina, Fayetteville. He gotta say it at least once, okay? Now, the next prediction. I already know. Cole singing. He love this should all. I mean, this could also be a free space, but I'm gonna put it anyways. They're gonna be singing. I never thought that I would be on top. This nigga sound like if Drake was sick, like if Drake had coronavirus. That's how Cole be singing. Okay, now the next one kind of a little bit go hand in hand with this one, but it is R&B feature. Now I kind of noticed like Drake. I mean, I'm sorry, Freudian slip. I kind of noticed that J. Cole don't really put like a lot of like women in his music. Like I don't feel like he be having like a lot of female features, unless they sign to him. Hmm. You know, he really don't, huh? You know what? Y'all think about that. Maybe I'm miss. Maybe it's. He really don't be having a lot of women in his music. Now I'm thinking about it. So I feel like if it's an R&B feature, it could definitely be a man. It could be somebody like it could be I don't see Leon Thomas. I feel like this album probably kind of old. I don't see no, definitely not him either. I feel like the poppin'est people in R&B is women. Yeah, it's probably I don't know. That might be iffy unless it's like a old song that got Ari Lennox on it. Maybe he got like an older one, like a Erica Badu or like a Jill Scott. Hmm. I don't know. Y'all think about it. Now this could also be a free space because I heavily anticipate this. January 28th. That's Cole's birthday. January 28th. I feel like he gonna mention his birthday somewhere. I came into the world on January 28th. That's when a real nigga was born, and that's when God said I ate. I don't know. Next one. I think this is relative. I will put the likelihood of this at 75%. Daylight feature. I don't know why I don't know. I guess him and Daylight is friends. I feel like Daylight is kind of a weirdo. But, here we go. I feel like most battle rappers are weirdo. Like most people whose like main like rapping is battle rapping. I feel like they typically weirdos. Okay. This one I'm putting the likelihood of this at like 30%, 25, 30%. Some YN or next up feature. Okay. Now this could be anybody from like NBA YoungBoy to Corday. Like I could imagine it being like if it's like NBA YoungBoy, then it's like he using NBA YoungBoy as like a foil to himself. So it's like, you know, I'll be out in the hood, I'll be doing all this. About the things on the black down. Whatever, and then he come on a song, he like, we need to be leading the youth. We gotta tell them the truth. After you just let young boys talk about killing people. I remember I would cry at night. I just wish that somebody would hold me tight. We gotta come in here. We gotta lend them an ear. We can't shed tears. Or we can't live in fear. You know, it's gonna be so. Or it could be a Corday where, you know, he passing the torch like, hey, you know, I'm Nas light, you me light. You know, we just gonna keep on getting lighter and lighter and lighter. Literally lighter. Okay, but for real, like, you know, I can see it's gonna be, I can see something like that. Okay, what kind of, you know, if it's gonna be the opposite end or if it's gonna be the same side of the spectrum, I don't know, but I can see something like this. Now this one could also maybe be a free space storytelling track about come up. He got to do at least one per album. He got to do at least one per album. This is a relatively free space, I think. So there we go with that one. You know, he can't stop telling us about Fayette Norm. Now, the last two, I would say, is probably the most unlikely. Okay. Number one is going to be a Drake feature. Okay. Now, I have mixed feelings about the likelihood of this. Just because I could see on one end him being like, man, I gotta have my nigga Drake on my last album. And on the other end, him being like, I don't want my last album to really be connected to, like, you know, the situation. So I'm gonna just kind of leave him off of it. I'm gonna put this one at like 50-50. And the last one, I'm gonna put the likelihood at 1%. I think the likelihood of this is 1%. Jay-Z feature. This one I really don't know, cause even if it's like a old track that he did with Jay-Z, Jay-Z would still have to clear it. So I don't know. But I'm gonna put that, you know, I think it would be really nice if they could, you know, close the doors on the animosity between them and, you know, just have like a little song together. I think that would be cute. I think that would be cute. A cute way. Bro, Jay-Z did a track with Drake. He can't do a track with J. Cole. That's fucked up. But maybe if it's like an old song, I could see it. Otherwise, I don't know. But so this is my fall off bingo card. Okay. This is the fall off bingo card when the fall off drops February 6th. I believe that I'll be live streaming the listening party. Okay, we're gonna be having a listening party probably on Twitch, because if I do it on YouTube, they gonna strike my stuff, because I don't know why YouTube be on my ass about this. They be on my ass so bad. I feel like they be on my ass way more than they be on other people's ass. I don't know. I think that YouTube got a vendetta against me. So if we gonna listen to the fall off, it's gonna be on Twitch. So, you know, whatever. Twitch description, link to the Twitch will probably be in the description of this video. Blah 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 blah. This is supposed to hold you guys over. This fall off bingo is gonna hold you guys over until I do the Don't Be Dumb review. Okay. It's probably gonna take as long as the album took to come out. I don't know. I'm gonna have it out by Sunday. Okay, I wanted to simmer it. And also I think Rocky just added another track to it. So I'm the Don't Be Dumb review is coming soon, but for now, I want y'all to have fun with this fall off bingo. Just like a fun little in-betweeny video. Tell me what y'all think. about the fall off. Tell me what are 3 predictions that you personally have for the album. Oh, and then the final prediction. I almost forgot. See, if you stuck around, you get to hear my final prediction. This has nothing to do with the bingo card. It's actually about J. Cole's retirement. I actually think that J. Cole's retirement is gonna be the Shelter. So y'all remember that? I feel like he only did this one time. At least I only know of one time where he had the Shelter and he like took Lil Pump into the like the podcast whatever, and they just talked whatever. I can definitely see J. Cole doing that full time. I think that J. Cole's gonna be a full-time podcaster. So that's my secondary prediction. That don't really got nothing to do with this bingo card. But that's just, so tell me what you guys think about the fall off. Tell me what you guys think about what you think is gonna be in the album, on the album, about the album. It's just one little thing, it's just a fun little thing. So with that being said, thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope that we had a great time together. I forgot this. I didn't say this in the last video, but I'm going to say it in this video. You're cute. Never forget it. And I hope that y'all rejoin me in the next video. Bye.
I'm on 10, nigga, not 9. On the night I was born, the rain was pouring. God was crying.